number one fan. I'm your number one fan. Gotta understand, I got a plan. Go for what you want, might be what you thought. You gotta take a chance. Gotta understand, I'm your number one fan. Number one fan.
You are watching another good edition of KSN, the Curt Social Network. This is episode 2. I'm your host, Curt the Magnificent. Tonight, we have a couple guests coming on, but before that, we're going to talk about a couple things. Fitness, grind, heart is definitely going to be in this episode. I'm going to talk about unbelievables, predictables, scenarios. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of different things I'm going to have. And these guests that are going to come on are going to really talk about this stuff very well. Shout out to my engineer, Doc. Appreciate you once again for just having me get this going. And right now we're at episode 2. Episode 1 was great, and I think episode 2 is going to be fabulous. My first guest, as I will bring on, he is a longtime friend. He is like my brother. He is my brother. We actually were roommates at one time, and we played ball with each other. We were on the same basketball team with each other. We won a lot of games together. He's a fitness guy. Yeah, as you see the pictures there. He is a motivator. He is a great teammate. And he is a winner as well. And I want to give a special shout out and a special love and a coming on from my brother, Mr. Dave Hill. Can we give a hand for Dave Hill?
Ooh, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
My brother, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Dave, how you doing, man? First off, I love that hat. And I think you got the jersey on too.
I got it on. I'm here tracking the score and everything.
Right. I think the Knicks, last time we looked, they were down by 2 in the third quarter against the Clippers. I don't know what it is now.
We're about 3 right now.
In the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dave, once again, thank you for coming on. Dave, you might have been the first guest that you actually pushed me to starting the Curt Sports Show at the time.
Yeah.
But you pushed me into doing the stuff on YouTube back then. We talked about the Knicks. We talked about the Giants at that time because the Giants were in the Super Bowl that year. And they won. We went to the parade. Yeah, I remember interviewing people. Yeah. I was actually looking at that video the other day that we did. And just the funniest things that were going on. There was a guy that had the all blue, like he was painted all blue.
Yep.
And we had to interview him. We had to talk. He's like, why did you do this? Yep. We knew why he did this. But it was just like, you took time for you to paint yourself all blue, because of the Giants winning, man. That was a fabulous parade.
That was an amazing moment. And we just shot it off on the hip. I was like, let's record, start interviewing people, talk to this person. I remember we spoke to 2 girls too. And they was like, why you got a camera?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we just, and look, everybody doing it now. And we did this, over 10 years ago? So
I wish we could have kept on going with this.
Yeah.
And this could have been more than what we're doing, but we're doing it now, Yep. And again, I'm happy. Yeah, I wanted you to do this. I wanted you to be here and be a part of this. So, Dave, let's go through real quick with you. Dave, first off, not only the basketball guy, he's a sports guy, but he is a fitness guy. And let me tell you something about Dave. Fitness is his game. He had boot camps. Like real, like live boot camps. Like we were going to kids will go damn. I didn't go all the time. I couldn't do it then. But he was going to Kids Will Go Damn.
Yeah.
And his establishment was Hillside Fitness. And we were going to Kids Will Go Damn. And you were running up them stairs. First, we were running around the park.
Yep.
doing exercises. They were running up them stairs,
Yep.
going up to the top of the dam, if you ever been there, and then going across the dam and coming down the stairs. And I think you were doing it twice, if I remember correctly, Dave.
Yeah. I had a lot of support when it came to that. I was training people White Plains, Valhalla, Mount Vernon, Yonkers, all over Westchester. And my name, it grew. And then I started posting on social media, grew on there as well too, workout videos, all that stuff. But like, again, it started with you too. We were roommates, and I was like, yo, get your camera. And we went to the park and we just started recording, doing workouts. And that's where it really started from there. We pushed one another on helping what we wanted to do on our drive. You know, you commentating, talking, sports action. I fell in love with fitness, and it just stuck with me. It did.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great, those were great moments, man. Like I'm tearing up. I'm sorry because those were great moments that we were having and what we were
Yeah,
doing, and we were doing it for the people. We were doing it to try to help people, and that's what you were doing. You were out there
yeah.
trying to help people. I can't remember the motto. You have a motto. What was it? Do you remember?
I had it on the back of my T-shirt.
Yes,
Respect your body.
yes,
That's what it
yes,
was. So I always
yes.
taught. As I was learning, I was teaching everybody as well too. And I wasn't like looking for a dollar or anything like that as well. I just wanted to like share what I was learning, and it was just, it was life changing. It helped me a lot, right? So, keeping my mind busy, keeping my body busy, meeting people, traveling, doing the same thing. So fitness has definitely helped me evolve and, stay straight on the narrow and keep me level headed through a lot of situations too.
Dave, do you have any tips, that you could give and share here on the Kurt Social Network to people that are watching?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely find out what works best for you. Everybody may not like lifting weights or anything like that. If you look at like my social media, I have many different phases of trainings, right? There was a phase where I was running for like Spartan races. I was running all the time.
Yes, I remember this.
If you've seen, there was phases of me doing powerlifting. I've done that. Got over to the 1,000 pound club. I didn't think I'll ever reach that type of weight in my life, right? And now I'm just like at a level of like maintaining and staying healthy. So what I advise is like try to at least work out at least 45 minutes to an hour each day. Take 2 days of rest, and most importantly, now watch what you're eating is the main important thing.
Yes,
I'll tell you this: America sells poison, right? A lot of things that we're consuming is not the best thing for us to eat, right? So what you want to do is read the labels, find out where your food is coming from, do more research on your chicken, your beef, find out where your butcher gets your food, where they get the meat from as well too. Just watch what you eat and do your research. All right, everybody's different. Everybody has their own medical things. Speak to your doctors, do your doctor visits. This all ties into helping you live longer. Live for your kids if you have them, and stuff like that too, and break those generational um, medical conditions that we have. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? So you want to take a curve, start it now. Don't wait till it's too late, because the little things that you take in each day is going to add on later, right? So if your steak you get costs $20, but you see one that costs $8, but you know it's not the best thing for you, get the $20, because your medical bill later on could be worse, right? When you get older. So take the time, invest it every day, take care of yourself. It'll all pay off. You'll live longer. That's my new motto now. Just eating right.
that's a great motto. That's a really great motto. Do you have any daily regiments that you can maybe share? That you do or that can be recommended to people?
Yeah, so every morning my wife and I, she's into nutrition a lot as well too. We focus on hydration, and we also do fasting like once in a while here and there. But daily we'll hydrate in the morning, work out on an empty stomach as well too. And then we won't have our first meal until like after 11, 12 o'clock. It'll be a high protein meal. So that's the main thing that's big for us. With our cardio, we do like 20 minutes a day minimum. And that's only like just walking on the treadmill or like Stairmaster. We don't do any running, nothing high impact. We don't eat past 8 o'clock at night. But we are making sure we are eating whole foods, as in like solid beef, chicken, sweet potatoes. My wife, she makes bread now, so she does sourdough bread, avocados, fruits, vegetables. Those are the main things that keep us like consistently going. So we start our day off 7 in the morning, and then our last meals before 8 o'clock.
And why 8 o'clock, Dave? Like, explain why. A lot of people know. I know why, but explain why 8 o'clock.
So it gives our body a break to slow down on the digestive system, basically, right? So intermittent fasting is like you don't constantly need to keep eating every 2 or 3 hours, which I used to do, and I thought that was the best way to like gain muscle and get big, but it was giving me a lot of like stomach issues, like digestive problems, right? And then once we started doing our research and finding out, okay, let's adjust this here and there, everything's been fine. I haven't had any stomach issues. I haven't, knock on wood, haven't been sick in over a year. I haven't thrown up anything like that. Like I've been good. My energy has been high. As everybody tell you, like I'm a big kid. Sometimes I could be out of my energy be out of the roof sometimes, out of control. But I've been good, and I take it all from my wife. She's done her research a lot on the nutrition part, so it's definitely helped and played a part.
That's good, Dave. I'm glad to hear that information and what you've given us. Any other words of encouragement as far as fitness you want to give us before we move forward?
Yeah, just keep at it every day. Even get your parents involved, grandparents involved. Everyone needs to move at least 1 hour a day. So movement is medicine. Nutrition is key. Take care of your health, because you won't ever, ever, ever be able to spend that wealth that you earn at the end if you don't take care of yourself.
You're not lying. And it's crazy. A lot of people that do retire, especially when they retire like in their late 50s or early 60s. And when you just sit down and be a couch potato,
Yeah,
that's when problems happen. If you still consistently do some stuff, do maybe a couple times a day, just do something. Just have something a couple times a week, a few times a week, just to keep yourself going. A few hours of the day could work. Right, Dave?
That's true. When you retire, you expire. So start another career. And I'll tell you this, the gym that I go to, there's a lot of older people in there, a lot of them. So what I've learned that the health insurance companies, they're paying for the gym memberships for the elderly, and them being in the gym is helping them stop taking so many types of medications or having so many different problems.
Right.
So, push everybody, stay busy, stay active. Don't retire, because you will expire.
I am not going to forget that. And it's crazy that you say that before we get to our next guest. Our gym teacher, that he was our gym teacher. Shout out to Mr. Holtz. That's his name. He was the gym teacher, athletic health department. He was doing everything at our high school for nearly like 35 to 40 years.
Yep.
And if you ever saw him, he was like Hercules. They call him the Black Hercules. That's what they called him. He was Hercules. They called him Herc.
Yep.
And still to this day, I see him in my gym. He's there 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, a couple times a week. And he is lifting, curling. Good. He's getting on the bike, still doing the bike a little bit. Like, he is still in real good shape, even though he's had a couple other things going on with him late in his life. But he is still getting to that gym almost every morning. It's like three times a week. He's at least getting there. And I got to shout out to Mr. Holtz. That was our
shout out Mr. Holtz, man.
Definitely.
He pushed the regimen on everybody. He always wore a tight t-shirt showing his biceps.
Let's get to our next guest. Dave, I thank you. I want you to stay on because yes, we are winning. And I want you to stay on because we got somebody coming on, and I know you like this topic when I'm gonna get this next guest on, and you know him too. You know, we all hung out together. We grew up together. He was on my episode, first episode. He's gonna come on. We're gonna talk Knicks real quick. You would talk a little football, surprisingly. And let's give it up for my man, Jay Settles. Easy three.
What's up? What's up, man? What's up? What's up, Dave? What's up, Kurt? How y'all feeling today?
Good, brother. Good, man.
We're doing good.
My guy.
For coming on. We're gonna talk real quick. We're gonna talk about the Knicks. I was just on another podcast earlier talking about Smarter Fan podcast. Shout out to them. And 4-game losing streak. Currently, they're playing right now tonight against the Clippers. I gotta look up the score, get it update. Maybe Dave can get that update for me.
Yeah, 105-92. Knicks is up, baby.
That's good.
Right,
After the 4-game losing streak we've been going on right now. Losing to the Spurs before New Year's. You know, they wanted that game back because of the Cup game. We beat them. And then we lost to Atlanta Hawks. I was at the game in the Garden at the Atlanta Hawks without Trae Young. You lose to the 76ers. The Big Three was playing, and you saw what the Big Three of the 76ers could do with Paul George, Embiid, and Maxey. And then we lose to the top-seeded Pistons, which that should have been our test to see where we at. And I think I saw where we at right now. So, John, can you give us a little expression on that, please?
Right now, they're just in the downside. I mean, we knew that this was going to happen. They was going on, 5-6 game winning streaks. And once they won the cup, there's something off. There's something off in that locker room. It seems something is going on amongst the players. That's how it's looking to me because they're not in the same chemistry. They're not on the same vibe how they was. The 4-game losing streak has been crazy, has been very bad. And the 30-point loss to the Pistons, I wouldn't look too much into it because we seen that they were at their worst and they was going up against one of the best in the East. It was just real bad timing. Probably they can get back on track tonight since they are up against the Clippers. And just got to get right. They got to get right, man.
Dave, you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think what I've been watching lately is like our defense, the communication has been off too on that. I've been seeing a lot of too many easy baskets on the opponents that they have been receiving, and that's definitely our fault. So the communication part. But I feel like a lot of great teams, they go through this as well too, right? Sometimes they're tweaking things. They're also rotating a lot of players, trying to see where they fit in as well too. But we got a lot more games to go. This ain't the first time we've seen something like this, but I'm pretty sure we'll break this 4-game streak and fix it back to that championship standards we're going to be at.
This, I think I want to say with this team, I guess because it's a lot, it's a big expectations, and against the Pistons, which I said this even after we played them last year in the playoffs. I said they are going to be the team we got to worry about this year coming. I said they're going to be the team, and I see it. I got you. I understand. We probably shouldn't be worried too much because but at the same time, we got to be prepared and ready for them just in case we do play them in the playoffs or somewhere down the road in that playoff bracket. So with Mike Brown, because he doesn't have the defensive scheme, Dave, you talked about that. He don't have that defensive scheme. He's a great offensive mind.
Yeah,
but the defensive scheme is not there. Hopefully, they have a coach that's really trying to emphasize that. They might have to get that maybe for next season. But John, what do you think about that? With Mike Brown, with what he's doing there, because he's doing good things, but we see some things that's not doing right.
But we already knew that his defensive schemes wasn't going to be like what Tibbs was. He's just going to try to put the guys in the best position to play defense. But Dave hit on a very good point. It's communication. It's a lot of the communication that has been breaking down, which is leading to very easy buckets. And with this team, if they're not scoring on the other end, defensively, they are not that great of a defensive team that they can shut somebody down instantly. They go on runs where they need to put their offense is basically their best defense. And when their defense isn't working and they can't come down and score on the other end, it's going to be a huge issue.
Dave, you want to add?
That's true. One one thing I've noticed for sure, a lot of players haven't been consistent. Like Towns, there's multiple games where he took like probably 3 shots. He's probably not getting enough touches, or he's not, using his abilities to, be more aggressive and take that leadership role when he needs to. Like then again, we gotta just keep finding that way. We are, and same with these other teams, right? A lot of teams they're winning out there too. But I'm gonna tell you this: keep that same energy for the whole season, and we're gonna see you gonna stand on top.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Also missing Josh Hart. That's like the heart and soul. He's been out for like a week now, since Christmas, matter of fact.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is hurting a little bit. But at the same time, there should be somebody else stepping up and taking that role too, because we got a good roster to me. At least offensive wise, I think we got a good roster. I just think somebody push that extra defense like Josh Hart would push that extra defensive mind out there for them.
He brings the fluidity.
Okay, well, Clyde. Real quick, we'll go off to the Giants because I see my cousin, he's got the Giant gear on. And, after the season just finished out, mad the Giants should have lost those last couple of games because you might have had a chance to get that one, that 1 or 2 number pick for the first round, but didn't happen like that. But now Giants got to look for a new coach, and the Ravens just fired Harbaugh, who just lost against the Steelers. The Steelers, I cannot believe it. Once again, Tomlin does it again, gets to the playoffs. John, I'll start with you first. What do you think about the Giants for next season? The expectation of what they need to do coaching wise? Fine.
Well, first off, I know a lot of fans, they wanted to lose and everything like that, but the players are not going to get out there and lose. And the football gods, it's not going to work in our favor. It never does when they're trying to get the number 1 pick. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But as for the head coach for next year, it's only 2 names that should be in this coaching search, and that is it. It should be John Harbaugh and it should be Mike McCarthy. Those are the 2 guys that have proven that they can win in different circumstances. These are the 2 guys that have gotten the Super Bowl championship under their belt. I don't care if it was 10 years ago, because guess what? One of them was in the AFC, John Harbaugh, when it was a whole Patriots dynasty going on and then the Kansas City dynasty starting. He was able to edge out one. He's the best candidate for this job. And for anybody that's just saying that, hey, these guys only get to the playoffs, they really underachieve. The Giants, they've made 5 Super Bowl appearances, 4 Super Bowls we've won. It's only been 1 that they have been favored to win, and that was 1986. Every time else, you get into the playoffs. I've never heard of a Super Bowl winning team not make the playoffs. You get in the playoffs, see what happens. Guaranteed. Get there 6 times, I can guarantee you Jackson Dart's going to get us to the Super Bowl at least once.
Dave, have you been following, football this season?
I was following the beginning until I saw that one game where man caught a second concussion and the coach tried to force him to play. That was my sign. No, this ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. And then when
he was right there waiting at the tent. You ain't supposed to be at the tent. He was waiting.
And then when Russell Wilson went in the game and they were booing him, and he had no confidence in him, I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch next year.
Yeah.
Well, you knew what the confidence was for Russell Wilson, because every time he's at the Knicks game, he's up there looking like this, and everybody booing him out of Madison Square Garden. So
it's bad.
Right. I wish we had more time to talk, because this is great. We haven't done this all together, in a long time. And I appreciate y'all guys being a part of this, the KSN and Curt social network. I really appreciate you, Dave, and always family. You know that. Y'all were right there in the beginning. We were doing this with the camera in the rooms, outside, wherever. We was having fun with it at the same time, but we were trying to do something. And I think right now we're trying to do it now. And I appreciate y'all. I love you guys.
Love you too, brother. Thanks for having me on the show, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Take care. All right. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Number 1 fan. I'm your number one fan. Gotta understand, I got a plan. Go for what you want, might be what you thought. You gotta take a chance. Gotta understand, I'm your number one fan. Number one fan.
All right, brothers.
Bro, you gotta send me that track, bro. Number one fan.
Dave, do you remember that picture when we was all with the doing the clinics in
Yeah.
Terrytown?
I
With
remember
the
all those
kids?
clips.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
120-108.
Oh, that was the score? The final?
No, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Okay. I'm sorry, Doc. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, great show. So I'm gonna try to have this to you by the morning.
Okay.
Late morning at the latest. Like 10 a.m. I gotta end up and do Joe's first.
Yeah.
And then and in your show, I'm still running them through all the Opus clips, so that'll take a couple more minutes. But I'll send you a whole bunch of clips again that you can mess with. All right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
But great show. So moving forward, is Wednesday a good day for you to record?
Yeah, I think Wednesday should be a good day.
Okay.
I can't promise you right now next Wednesday, but I'll follow up with you more on Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, if you need to change the day of the week, you could do Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So
I think Wednesday is probably the better day, and at the time is even better.
Very good. All right, fellas. Well, thanks for coming out.
All right.
All right.
All right. Look forward to seeing you both again.
All right.
For sure.
John and Dave.